Hi guys, I'm Matty. I live in the south of Belgium. Um, I know a lot of people have been telling you to learn your language and practice your language as much as you can, and you should do that. You really should do that. It helps a lot. For me, it was really hard to imagine it helping. For me, I was reading this French grammar book, and there's a lot of stuff in French grammar that just doesn't click, and you just kind of have to memorize it. And so that doesn't feel very useful at when I was studying it. But you just got to keep studying it, because it definitely does pay off in the end. But I know everybody has been telling you to just practice it. It's good to practice. Speak with as many people as you can. You watch if you can't find somebody to speak with, watch all the videos you can, because that's really how, at least for me personally, that's how I learned most of my language, is just listening. And really, you have to surround yourself with the language as much as you can. And that doesn't have to be something scary. Talking with the French speaking exchange student might seem like something scary, but it's. I think when you go on exchange, you get very used to doing all these seemingly scary things that really aren't that scary at all. Making a fool of yourself can be quite fun, but since I know everybody has been telling you, since I know everybody has been telling you to just practice, I thought I might give a little bit of my insight on what it actually feels like to arrive off the plane and start you dumped into this like new language, and how that feels. And the truth is, when I imagined when I imagined speaking this new language, I imagined it as something very difficult and very painful in a way, and something very hard to get through. And the truth is, um, for me personally, at least, it's not that difficult. It's difficult in the sense that you have to think a lot. You do. You have to work constantly. You never really have any breaks. But it's not difficult in the sense that it's emotionally challenging. You It can be quite fun. It's something that you can connect with your host family. You're making a fool of yourself. You're doing all these silly things. You don't know how to pronounce everything correctly, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. That can be a really good thing. And so that's the first thing I want to say, is that you should really enjoy being bad at your language, because you can't avoid it. So I would I would try to work with it as much as you can, and realize that it might be able to do something for you. And that way you can almost enjoy it a little bit, as I did. I think it's kind of fun. And the second thing is, when you do start learning your language, you have to use pretty short phrases, or you're using sentences that aren't complex. And I found that you end up basing your personality a little bit off of how to formulate your next sentence, and how to just say something. And that may seem like a scary thing, that you're changing your personality into like this simple, like poor foreign language speaker. But the truth is, you do at least speak a lot simpler, and so in a way your personality does become a lot simpler. And I don't think that's something to be scared of. I try to embrace that as much as possible. And the third thing is that you should embrace everything. I think it's been something that I've realized pretty quickly on my exchange, is that no matter what you do, just say yes to every single situation you are given. Even if you absolutely know that it's going to turn out terribly. Just say yes. Of course, just do it, because there's no reason not to. There's really not. You you have so many opportunities when you get here, that if you say no to something, that even if you think it's not going to be good, if you just say yes to it, something might happen. And if it does, you have that experience that adds something to your exchange. And you have so many things that you can say yes to. So you have to say yes to your language, say yes to friends and yes to activities and all these things. So that's really the big piece of advice. Just say, please, just say yes, because, and that sounds like a difficult thing too. It sounds like learning the language. It sounds like very difficult to do. Just say yes, but I found when you are on exchange, if you just say yes to every single situation, it turns out all right. So sorry, I went a little bit over, Beth. It's about 3 minutes over, but bye, guys. Good luck. Have fun. And it's true, you do lose a lot of your language. Making this video is really difficult. My English is not very good. But